King, Taylor King, Taylor King, Taylor King.
Hey, what's going on, folks? It has been a long motherfucking time since we did this.
No.
Since last year? That was the last time we did it?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know because last time it was just you and Prime. It wasn't me. I wasn't on there at all. So
Well, last time we did anything comic related was the Power Ranger thing, and then I think, that was really the last time we actually did anything. And since then, I've been kind of playing catch up with stuff. Dee has been basically playing like a lot of catch up with comics and stuff. So since it's comic book corner and stuff, I guess we can hit up on what we've been reading lately. And I guess we start off with you, Dee, since you've been kind of playing catch up with a lot of things. You want to tell the good folks what you've been reading on?
Yeah, I do. I've been reading everything. I can't really say anything particular. Let's do one that you and I both know about real quick. That's No Surrender.
Yes.
Avengers No Surrender. I will say this. Let's get into that. Let me say this. I wasn't expecting that this story was going to be as engaging as it was.
Yeah.
But what I got out of it was the love I think a lot of comic book fans get when you see the C and B squad do something. Like I wasn't like when it comes to the Avengers, I hate B and C squad Avengers. I don't know how you like them.
That's just my quirkiness at work here. That's why.
Look like this. I got this. Let's see. I'm just gonna be honest with you. To me, they lack all the charm that the C and B squad Justice League members have. But for some reason, the second I see Wonder Man, it's like I don't care.
Even though it's funny with the funny thing about Wonder Man is that people forget it's like, yeah, he actually is an Avenger and stuff. It's he's the thing about that.
The thing about that is this. Now, that's also the thing I gotta point out. There's a difference between the Avengers and the Justice League. A-tier Justice League people can fight gods, okay? B and C, not really. And they're noticeably weaker than the A tier. And the Avengers, Wonder Man should technically be A squad, but he has no personality.
He's just a dude. He's just a big muscular tool bag, essentially. So
yeah. The second I start seeing Wonder Man, the second I start seeing the robot girl, forgot her name.
What, Vision's daughter or the other chick?
Is it Vision's daughter I'm thinking of? And see, that's the other thing. I hate saying Vision is a B squad.
Or Jocasta. That's the other one.
Jocasta, yeah. Jocasta. That's what I'm thinking. I hate to say Scarlet Witch and Vision are B squad, but they kind of come off B squad.
With the movies and stuff, they kind of went up in a notch, but they're still kind of like B tier to me and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. Falcon is. Falcon always been, but I'll get into that when we get to that point. But
yeah.
Still, I thought it was kind of seeing this was interesting. Seeing Rogue being a leader is new for me. How long she's been a leader?
She's been doing so she's been on and off of running the X-Men. Last time I remember seeing her running a squad, and I know she has been over the course of the years in the books since then, but like when I first got back into comics, it was like post House of M. She was leading a group of X-Men that had Mystique on it, essentially. Mm-hmm. So that was like the last time I seen her running the squad. I know since then she's been kind of on and off leading certain X-Men groups and stuff. I think she was part of the Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, I knew she was on Uncanny Avengers. That's all I knew. Yeah. I didn't know she was like running I didn't know she had enough rank to actually run a squad. Though.
And then on top of that, you got fucking the U.S. Avengers.
U.S. Avengers. The second I start seeing Red Hulk, I get tired again. Like, I don't care.
It's Thunderbolt Ross, man. Come on.
These Thunderbolts. Shut up, Chris. me caring about Thunderbolt Ross is like me caring about God, I don't know what DC equivalent, but you know what I'm talking about.
Let's be real about this. Thunderbolt Ross is the J. Jonah Jameson the fucking Hulk Spider-Man and stuff. He's just like, I need that damn Hulk.
Thunderbolt Ross to me is your boy off of Metal Gear Rising.
What, Armstrong?
Yes.
Nanomachine, son.
If Armstrong actually gave a shit about helping the Avengers. That's really what it is. This story though, in No Surrender, you basically had two factions using Earth as a playground.
Yeah, the Grandmaster and the Challengers.
Grandmaster and the Challengers. And I thought, here's the one thing. The one thing I gave the book is that I thought the artwork was pretty damn good. It got kind of at times, but it was fine.
Yeah.
It got kind of wordy, but what really got me was the second Voyager showed up.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing, Chris. And I do this because I do this even with heroes I know in the Marvel world. I may forget what they do. I may not pay attention to who's on what team and all that. Because trust me, half the people on these squads, I forgot they were even Avengers or they were even characters, okay? So, fine. But the second I saw Voyager, here's me. Who the fuck are you? I immediately no, you're not real. And I thought it was kind of cute what they did with her, try to make it seem that she was always there. I was like, okay, when's the other shoe going to drop? When's the other shoe going to drop?
It's like...
And they stretched it out. And they did stretch it out for her to have her reveal. Yeah, I will give it that.
I mean, but it's what's interesting to me, and I'm pretty sure whichever book they end up picking this up on is going to be interesting, is the fact that you got the fucking Grandmaster meeting up with Corvus Glaive and was basically like, hey, I know you guys lost. I mean, pity it was on Earth. Otherwise, you guys would have won. But he's like, hey, I got another opportunity for you. And I'm like, okay, so what's your play there, Grandmaster?
Exactly, man. I think I like how, but I love how that the whole crisis got averted.
Yeah.
Basically, because somebody thought it was who was it? Was it Challenger or was it Grandmaster that had the who had the brilliant idea to resurrect Hulk? Who had the bright idea?
Shit. I think it was Challenger that did it.
No, I think that was Grandmaster. I think it was Grandmaster that did that. I was like, why would you do that? Especially this, and it reminds me, I forgot that there's two different Hulks now, and I forgot.
Well, yeah, you have totally awesome
Shout out to that recap.
Hulk, and now you got Banner Hulk back.
Yeah, you got Banner Hulk back, which I got to say thank you for that recap, Marvel, because I totally forgot y'all killed him off.
Correction, Hawkeye killed him.
Hawkeye killed him. Okay, I want everybody to understand that Hawkeye.
Talking to a Hawkeye stand here, sir. I can't abide by this disparaging of this character.
I can't believe you. See, Chris, this is the shit I'm talking about. You let Hawkeye get away with something like that, but yet Ollie can't survive an explosion.
I didn't say you couldn't survive an explosion. Don't. Hey, I treat all arrow-based heroes get the same equal treatment here. I am an Ollie stan just as much I am a Hawkeye stan. Come on.
I don't believe that, sir, but whatever. I don't believe that.
Ollie's a lefty.
I got this feel because I got this feeling if Ollie dropped Solomon Grundy with a punch, you'd be like, bull crap.
Hey, if it was with the arrow glove, sure.
Okay, see that's the difference. It was an arrow glove, D. It was a gimmick glove. So that's how it works. That's my rule.
If it was with a solid his own fist, I'm like, okay, that's a little bullshit, Ollie. Come on now.
Okay, it was a loaded glove. What was it? I did, like I said, the whole that. I thought who was it that caught the biggest L in this? I will say that Johnny Human Torch caught an L in this by touching the cube. He caught a big L. I was like, nigga, don't, because I was even like, don't touch that thing. He evaporated. And the other person that caught an L just because I don't like him. Okay. I think I never said this to you. I don't like Quicksilver.
Quicksilver is Barry Allen light to me.
oh my god, he's like Impulse. He's like Impulse off of Young Justice.
They've been. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Marvel's been doing with Quicksilver. They've been trying to do this redemption tour for Quicksilver ever since post House of M, where he kind of like, where he was the one that was the mastermind behind it, and everybody's been like, "Fuck you, Quicksilver," and he's been trying to basically make amends since then. And this was kind of the story to kind of make amends because he has a solo book now, which I need to start reading.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But they gave him a moment in here that kind of like, I guess that was their way of redeeming him, so to speak.
And here's my thing: they've been redeeming this nigga for the last 5 years. Nobody gives a shit. Hold on,
they're trying to make fetch happen with Pietro. Come on now,
dude. House of N came out like, what was that 2011? Probably before that.
Yeah,
bull crap. You still
actually
trying
it
to
was 05. Yeah, 05.
I'm about to say they still rebuilding this dude, man. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. But whatever. Yeah. Point is, I thought that was a really kind of cute way of them trying to redeem him, trying to get him back. They've been doing this for the longest time. The other L for me comes to freaking Vision, who actually had Hulk for 2 seconds. Then Hulk realized that he's the most broken thing in the Marvel world right now.
Yeah.
Then your boy Red Hulk, who hopped in the Patriot
Patriot armor.
The Patriot armor and still took the L. Yo, Hulk is one of the most broken things. Period, man. Oh, I wasn't mad, but I was pissed off at how OP he was, man.
Yeah.
This dude was fucking Kid Shiro off of Fist of the North Star, man. Nothing took him down oh my gosh, man. So yeah, but I actually did enjoy No Surrender, man. I hated it. I did hate it when all of a sudden the A Squad showed back up and all that. I like, they had to come back.
Of course they did.
And then here's me though, and this is where D got mad just a little bit. I'm sorry, Mr. Marvel's an A Squad member. Fuck you.
Popularity, D. That's what happened.
Yeah, I guess. Wait a minute. Wait, Squirrel Girl, really? Whatever.
Well, Squirrel Girl. Here's the thing. U.S. Avengers is interesting because I don't know if you know the backstory behind U.S. Avengers. Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Not really.
So here's what it was. Back before Secret Wars kicked off, right? So I believe Sunfire ended up taking over AIM because he's rich, basically.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he ended up taking over AIM and forming his own squad, and then post Secret Wars, he ended up forming the U.S. Avengers, which is him, Squirrel Girl, Red Hulk, what's his face? Damn it, what's his face? Damn it, I'm like blanking out right now. Homegirl was she's in the Patriot costume. She's in the Patriot fucking suit and stuff.
Oh, that's who I was trying to figure out who her name was, man. See, just as bad as you. See, I got
Cannonball, Iron Patriot, Red Hulk, Squirrel Girl, Enigma, and Citizen V.
Enigma, that's who it was. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's basically the U.S. Avengers and stuff, and as I like to dub it, America.
But Squirrel Girl got freezed up. I was like, because everybody that froze up to me was A Squad. You know what I mean? The second you see, who was it? It was Steve. It was Steve, Iron Man, of course. I don't think I've seen Spider-Man. I don't think I've seen Spider-Man in there.
Red Wolf was in there.
He was. But still, it's just the people that got froze up was allegedly the Squad, and that made me laugh the second I saw Miss Marvel. Like, oh, boom, book. This whole thing is none
But you know what was funny too is that I like how they try to fucking pull the Barry Allen Infinity Crisis shit with Quicksilver. I'm like, the motherfucker ain't that goddamn fast, but okay, book.
Oh, thank you. He ain't that fast, dude. Come on now, but whatever.
But he got a solo book, so I'm all like, well, he clearly isn't dead, so okay.
But I know it was really a great book. I think what really saved it was not only was it a different story, even though you probably the same thing happened where Earth is the freaking is the venue for a bigger war that has nothing to do with them, and the fact that it was the B Squad that had to save the day. And I think what also helped it out was, I really mean it, I think some of the artwork was really somewhat impressive. There were some parts where it was like, okay, that looks ugly, but for the most part, it looked really good to me.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. Going from that to Dark Knight's Metal. Whew. Dark Knight's Metal. The metal was not bad. Let me make that very clear. For me, it wasn't bad.
You know what kind of took me out of it though? All the fucking tie-ins.
Yeah.
That took me out of it. I was like,
What? Remember when we was talking about Convergence and I told you that the tie-ins were the only things good about it? The same could kind of be said about this.
Yeah, because if you read the mainline metal, you'll be kind of confused a little bit.
The mainline was okay.
Yeah.
It was just okay. But there was so much that was going on behind the scenes that were actually good. The whole what's it called? The Gotham Resistance. That was pretty good. Where you followed Robin, Nightwing, Green Arrow, and the Suicide Squad, which is really only Harley and Croc at the end of it. But there was really good. It was a really good story behind that with them. Then it had to fuse in with the whole multiverse. That's why they had Grant Morris come in for one of the tie-ins.
Yeah.
But other than that, I will say this: there was real weight that was really put into it. That was changing up the DC world just a little bit, where there was consequence to it, where they actually built up to this moment actually happening in previous books. So I'll give it that. That's why I kind of liked it. The other thing, the reason I liked it was because two people got to shine. One person got to shine. That was Cyborg, who pretty much took L's the entire time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he realized that he had the glow inside him. And he pretty much said, nah, nigga. He realized that he was actually that he was actually kind of the one.
Yeah.
And he started. So I really enjoyed that. What really, it was the tie-ins that were good and the tie-ins that were bad. So I did like this. I did like the fact that we had different Batmans that actually kind of reflected all the different Batmans that we all thought there would be. You have a Batman that took no prisoners and ended up trying to avenge Wonder Woman, ended up becoming way more stronger because he got the power of Ares. You had another one. You had another one who went overboard and made herself. Yeah, that's her, a mer woman, and tried to take over Atlantis and actually succeeded. And I get it. It's it's Batman being overpowered because Batman's super ultra smart, which is fine.
It's typical Batman, essentially. That's all it really is.
It's fine. I hate overpowered super detective Batman, but that's another that's a story.
Cena mode activated Batman.
that Batman, where it's like I knew what you were gonna do. I mean, it's cool once in a while, but for the most part, it's like shut the hell up.
Yeah.
But then you got Batman. But I think what really got me was the fact all of this happened because Batman was too smart for his own fucking good.
Yeah.
People told Bruce, stop. Or Batman, I don't think this is a good idea. And dead parrots, that crap.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me what to do. I am the night. That crap. Also, you find out that Duke is actually a meta, and Batman has been keeping tabs on him because Joker's an asshole. Anyway,
yeah,
that was a good one. But really, it was okay. It was okay. I will say this: if you haven't read Dark Knight's Metal, give it a read. If you can read the tie-ins, please read them. But it's okay. It's just okay, and I'm not even knocking it like that. So whatever, man.
Yeah.
Another one I read was have you read Domino? Have you read Domino's New Run?
I've been starting to read up on that. It's actually pretty interesting. It's Gail Simone. I mean, I automatically I gotta read it. and also because of the Deadpool movie too. So yeah, I definitely started reading it up on it and stuff. And it's typical Domino shenanigans and stuff. I think this is a miniseries, right?
I don't know if it's a miniseries or they're going to continue on after the 5 issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure, man. So I can't answer that one for you. I think they should just to give her. I think they should give her at least 12 issues. See where we go. You know what I mean? Because God, Lord knows that Marvel puts out crap a lot. Speaking of which, I got to get this on my chest. Chris, who wrote Falcon again?
I forgot the guy's name, but he wrote for the Boondocks and Everybody Hates Chris.
His name was Barnes. I forgot his first name.
Yeah. He wrote for that, and I think I talked about this months ago and stuff. But yeah, that I might pick back up on the Falcon book to see where the fuck it's at and stuff. It's just I stopped.
You want to know where it's at right now?
Yeah.
I didn't read it, but I promised myself I would for the sake of Comic Book Corner. I didn't read it yet. But the next part after the part what I call I will get into it. But the next part that you need to read is called Vampires in Brooklyn. Hold on, stay with me, nigga. Stop laughing. It's Deacon Frost needs his help or whatever. But put it this way: Deacon Frost, Blade, Falcon, Misty Knight, and somebody else is in it.
Let me guess, Luke Cage.
Boy, if Luke Cage is in it, that'd be great. But then again,
probably Brother Voodoo.
All right, that's oh my God. Speaking of which, I don't know much about Brother Voodoo like that, but is Brother Voodoo a sarcastic, spouting pop culture type of person?
Brother Voodoo, depending on the writer, has a weird history. I've never read him as that type of character, so that was the first seeing that.
I mean, he came in there saying, I come back to New York City. I was like, what do you say? I come back here and the whole in the whole city turned into a World Star video. I was like, why would he say that?
Thank you.
Why would Brother Voodoo say that? It felt like here's my thing. I got where homie was trying to get with the story with Falcon, but when you start adding in Mephisto, see, I didn't mind. You know what? Actually, Chris, I didn't mind Mephisto being the bad guy. I kind of did it. I kind of actually dug it.
It was interesting because it's been a while since we've seen Mephisto. So yeah.
I kind of actually dug what he was trying to do. But here's the problem. You made it way too heavy-handed. Also, I don't think why would you get Falcon to go against this?
Look,
Falcon dies, go to hell, has to find a way out of hell, and God. Well, not Mephisto. I'm sorry, Blackheart. But
either way, it's been a while since we've seen him. So
it's been a while since I've seen Blackheart. Mephisto, we've been seeing him, and oh my God, I hated this part where the gangster that was every black person. You see, here's my problem. Also, I don't have even with black writers. It seems that, and this goes for DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
Even black writers, sometimes it seems like those black writers don't know how to talk black street.
Yeah.
Where it almost comes off like a white guy wrote it. You know what I mean?
That to me is the enigma that is Nick Spencer's Falcon, because I was like, how the fuck did he manage to write that book?
That is an amazing thing. Remember when we were even you had your doubts with Nick, and your doubts with Nick was more on, well, he isn't black, so he doesn't know the full experience, but he's writing it very well.
Yeah.
And that was your only knock, was that true, but you're not a black man. But it was fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, a lot of level-headed people were saying the same thing. Well, Nick, you're really throwing this out here. You're coming off a little bit like Sean King, my nigga. But this could be way worse. You're doing a good job. And then you had this wave, and it's a small wave, mind you, of black people and people who don't even read the damn comic were saying, "Get rid of Nick Spencer, get rid of Nick Spencer." A white man's writing for for a black hero. Yeah, beat on my chest. I'm gonna get loud about it. And because Marvel is owned by Disney, it doesn't take much for them to, oh shit, we gotta change it.
Funny enough, Nick Spencer is on Spider-Man, so yeah, all's right in the world.
All's right. I hope it's good because I ain't read the new Spider-Man yet. But
well, we're doing another Spider-Man Armageddon now with multiple Spider-Mans, but I gotta read up more on that and seeing what that entails. So,
someone forgot has read like 40s of Armageddons and Spider-Mans. Fucking course.
Yeah, you know. Side note though, Spider-Verse. I have to say something here. So, I finally caught up with the DC Comics Jetsons book. You laugh, right?
I laugh because I was reading Snagglepuss. I'm on the third one.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Snagglepuss. We're gonna talk about Snagglepuss in a minute.
Go ahead.
But the Jetsons, right? So the concept of the Jetsons was basically like it's the Jetsons. We find out like I think was in Rosie the robot is actually I believe Jane's mother's soul inside the robot essentially, and
what?
Yeah. Like this is like the dark-ish version of the Jetsons and stuff.
Black Mirror Jetsons and shit.
Yeah, I know. So like over the course of the series and stuff, there's like a meteor that's supposed to be coming to Earth, and they're trying to find a way to like stop it.
Wait, what?
So what ends up happening in the last issue is
Stop, Chris, why am I not reading this?
You need to read it, dude. The dog literally speaks like how Scooby was in that fucking comic where he speaks in fucking emojis and shit and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So they're stopping the meteor.
Astro. That's the name. Astro.
Yeah, Astro. George and Rosie, they're stopping the meteor, and they pop up in the fucking limbo and stuff. And like the craziest thing is spoilers and stuff. So the craziest shit happens, right? Come to find out that this world of Earth is basically an alien-controlled Earth. Basically, like it's part of an exercise. It was an exercise by the aliens because they were basically controlling the evolution of Earth, essentially. So basically, you had this alien scientist popping up to George and was like, explain to him that, we made contact with Earth years ago, and this is what we did. We were doing experiments, and we were just basically doing a kind of exercise-controlled environment on Earth. And he basically like, oh yeah, by the way, you have, a long-lost relative. Bam, pops him back in there, and it's like, huh. Okay, like, huh.
So all of the Jetsons is nothing more than a simulation?
It was a simulation sort of, but it was basically kind of like them testing the resolve of the family and stuff, like them loving each other and all that stuff. And it was like, okay, like it was good, but it was like, I did not see this coming. I really did not see this coming. I'm like, wow, okay.
So wait. So did the world survive?
The world survived. The world survived. It's like, wow, okay. Like, I saw a review of some dude was like, this could win the eyes. And I'm like, hey, pump your brakes here. Pump your brakes. All right, chill.
Nigga, it could, man.
I don't know, man. Because you got this book and then Snagglepuss, which I'm like.
Snagglepuss is actually, be honest with you, in my opinion, Snagglepuss is way too easy to write.
How do you figure?
Because Snagglepuss's whole backstory takes place is actually a part of Truman Capote. Now I know that for a fact. Yeah. It's Truman Capote and it's mixed with a couple other men. I would say a couple men during the 1950s, and it's the standard stuff. It's basically brings up homosexuality and communism. Those are the two big main subjects in the book.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to make because his lover was used to be in Cuba. Used to be in Cuba. And when he was in Cuba, his lover was killed because he was gay and he had to get about Cuba. And now and of course, Snagglepuss is running with the whole Communist Party, which was a big thing in the which was not a big thing, but it was a thing in the 1950s.
Yeah.
The other guy I was trying to think of, Bryan Cranston just played a movie with him, which was pretty much the same thing. Was him being a communist. I remember Lucille Ball was a part of it too, because Lucille Ball, I think, was an open communist.
Yeah, she was.
But yeah, so you had that thing going in the 50s where it's like, oh, you're a communist. That means you hate America. Then on top of that, oh my God, you're a faggot.
Dog, let me tell you something. Okay.
And I will give it this, though. I will give it this. They played him hiding his homosexuality pretty well. But even though, let's just be honest, even back in the 50s, dude, you're hiding it terribly.
hey, I gotta say, let me ask you this. How did you feel about them introducing Huckleberry Hound? I fucking died.
Okay. I died. Okay, let me make this very clear. Did he come out and say he was gay yet? Because if he did, I may have skipped a...
But yo, the fact that you got fucking Snagglepuss introducing him at this gay bar and stuff, like Huckleberry
gay bar, bruh. No, the wild part is that Huckleberry Hound just walking around. All of these people, first off, all of these animals that you do see in these stories, in this story, is like wild that they're just talking like normal people. That's the shit that's blowing my mind, man. I swear. I swear this whole experience that they're doing that DC is doing with Hanna-Barbera is freaking insane. I don't know if you know.
I just told you about the Jetsons. This shit right here, Snagglepuss, is even more insane personally.
Dude, they're bringing out more books. I forgot who was going to be. I think they're bringing up the team ups. And I think it's Aquaman. Oh yeah, Aquaman and Jabberjaw.
I still need to read the fucking Black Lightning and fucking Hong Kong Phooey one.
Oh my God, all that came out. I think this past month. Hong Kong, that Hong Kong Phooey. I'm trying to remember.
The Bat's son and Superboy and Blue Falcon.
Yeah, Blue Falcon and Robin and Robin and Superboy. Oh my God, man. Who was the other one? Who's with Speed Buggy though? Who's with Speed Buggy?
Oh shit.
Flash. I think it was Flash. I know you. Shut the fuck up. Seriously,
look, I've read the Suicide Squad and the Banana Split Gang, so I know I shouldn't laugh, but it was like,
okay, that's another one I got to talk about. Dee, what other team up do you read? I read Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy meets Betty and Veronica.
That sounds like
Dee, how was it? Oh my God. There was so much dialogue I gave no shit about.
That's Archie. What did you expect?
Oh God, it was so catty and so. You know how everybody makes fun of the Arrowverse being so CW? No, never again will I even think that, because wow.
I'm just saying, are you necessarily shocked? To be honest with you, are you shocked?
Chris, that was just only one issue. All you had to do was say, Betty, because I forgot that Archie has evolved into straight up Degrassi. So I forgot
Whatever
that.
It takes.
But yeah, I forgot that it evolved into Degrassi, so I have no idea what's going on. Then you have Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, who barely do anything in it, and I'm like, yo, somebody throw a pie. What's going on? Yo, how do you waste? Look, I never went through it. I promised myself I will, but I probably won't. So I don't know. The other one I read that was actually quite surprising was Wonder Woman and Conan.
Yeah, after you told me that, I actually went back and I've read those issues and stuff. It's actually really good.
It's actually really good.
Why was this not a thing years ago? I'm questioning that.
I don't know. I meant to see if if my fandom could get her, because I have several times gotten Gail Simone to give me an answer back on shit, so that's wonderful. But I love her as one of the those writers that are close to her fans. Gail Simone always responds to her fans, so I I don't know. I almost had I could have asked that question that I didn't, but anyway, but I admire the fact that it was a really good, it was well written the whole way through. It's worth checking out. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's really worth checking out because Wonder Woman and Conan actually play off of each other very, very well.
Yeah.
I did like there were two times because when we think of Conan, the first thing a lot of us think is Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. You're the lamentation of the women.
Yeah.
And he's beside Wonder Woman and he's scared to touch her. And it is not because there's a backstory to it that's really good. It's about, basically, put it this way. Conan goes to this town and he sees a woman fighting in the arena and it's freaking Diana. But Diana reminds him of a girl that he met, that he fell in love with when he was like a kid/teenager. And she disappeared. So he thought she died years ago, yada, yada, yada. And he's trying to find out who she is, why she doesn't remember who she is and all that. And as the story goes and it reveals more and more, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like I said, while it's not the best comic in the world, it's very interesting. And I loved, and without giving away the ending, because it doesn't give away the ending, there are two parts that was really cool. They're on this raft. And Wonder Woman, it kind of reminded me of the movie.
Yeah.
Where Wonder Woman right there, it's like, just notice something. You've been around me for the last 3 days, and you haven't took this pussy yet. Why?
Yeah. It's like, something's weird about this.
It's the one thing I keep on forgetting about Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, wow, yes, she's this incredible freaking goddess, if you will. And, incredibly strong, doesn't need a man for nothing. She likes dick. And and I think it's cool that writers always get this right with her sometimes, not all the times. Sometimes it's like, so you're not even going to try. You a bitch.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on. And one more thing. At the very end, where the whole story was ending, they finally kissed each other, right?
Yeah.
And she flew off going back to her world. She's like, well, that happened. And when she said that, here's me. You know what that meant? You could have had this.
But you didn't take the opportunity.
I don't know if Gail Simone wrote that like that on purpose, but that's how I interpret it. And if I ever get to ask her that question, she's like, oh my God, exactly.
Oh my God. So let me ask you this.
Just the way it was set up.
Yeah.
It made me, I'm sorry. It stuck to me. Because when she kissed, she was like, well, that happened. I'm just saying. I wasn't doing nothing. It ain't like you won me over, but I was bored. I'm just saying. Something could have happened. Whatever.
So,
whatever.
Have you checked out the Flash War?
Dude, they have just started it. So what I'm about to read.
Well, you read the prelude, right?
No, I did not.
Okay.
See, I wasn't even going to read the prelude to it. I was going to read Quiet Storm that goes into the prelude that goes into Flash.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was going to do, but
no spoilers. But I will say this: the basic concept is essentially, it's kind of like the idea is Civil War 2-ish. So basically, in the future, Iris actually kills Eobard Thawne. And you got the Renegades, who are basically kind of like the rogues of the future, except they're time cops, coming back and they're like, yeah, we're going to arrest Iris. And Barry is like, all right, cool, if that's the reason why we're going to do it. But then Wally's like, nah, bro, like, you're really going to trust these guys that this is the thing that's happening and stuff. And like I said, it's one of those things happening where they're fighting each other. But the kicker is, our boy Hunter Zolomon pops up to Wally and we're like, hey, Wally, I can make you be the best hero you can ever be. You know what you got to do, right?
Boy. Oh, boy.
So I saw Hunter Zolomon, I was like, well, shit. We already know what's going to happen now.
Dude, here's the thing. But and I think I also like that too because I know for a fact that they kind of drop hints in Quiet Storm is that Wally's getting sick of Barry anyway.
Oh, he getting sick of this shit. Like, fuck this.
Oh, he's getting real sick of Barry shit. So I knew this was all building up to this anyway. So like I said, I really got to read.
Yeah, that's the best of basis of it. It's only 2 issues in, so it's nothing major so far. You're fine.
Yeah, they didn't start yet. The one thing I had to fucking read if and I said this if Avengers No Surrender was a 9 out of 10 for me, freaking Batman White Knight. Whew.
Look, when you told me, like, I didn't read it, but when you described everything, it's like, I have to read this book now.
It's incredible. Only thing I'm not a fan of was God, who's the writer of that?
Is it King?
Huh?
Is it King?
No, it's not. It's not King. God, he was on my mind just a minute again. Just a minute. But only thing I didn't like about it was the artwork.
Ah, okay.
But the artwork is very minor because I know how he draws. That's just his art style where I laugh at it because Batman is either 6 foot or he's 7 feet tall.
It's like, pick a size, all right? Jesus.
It is more so because it adds to his style, and I understand why he does that. You know, it's all good.
Yeah.
But the whole story of White Knight, man, was incredible, man. The fact that Joker turns into regular Jack Napier and wants to change the world, wants to change Gotham for the better, and he turns it all on Batman. Basically, everything that a lot of people like to complain. Look, I understand how Batman fanatics are. The one thing I told this, it was something I realized with you. I'm like, Chris is a Batman fan, but the problem about it is Chris can't stand the stands. And the second I said it to you, he was like, dude, I know prep time's cool, but come the fuck on.
There's limits to my thing with prep time. It's like, can I just get the Batman from the Justice League cartoon that knew his depth and knew when to just back off? Because
that's the problem. See, Justice League Batman knew his depth. Justice League Unlimited was on cocaine.
No, he even knew his depth then, because let's be real about this and stuff. Even in that final battle with Darkseid, it's not like he could hang back. The world was at stake, so he had to do something.
Yeah, I get that.
So I'll let go of him fucking roll canceling past Omega beams and shit, even though
crap.
Even though he was going to catch that L if Superman didn't come through with the fucking, you know what, I'm going to go 100% on you, Darkseid, and yeah, so
I think it's fine. Like, I always hate that type of Batman. So, but I always hate those fans that think Batman can beat like, oh man, get 5 people on your team and everybody picks Batman. I only pick Batman as a joke. You know what I mean?
Batman is a good strategist, because it's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You go here, Clark. You do this, Diana, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to hang back and do this. He knows how to strategize stuff, but out on the field, nah, bro.
And Barry, do jumper jacks. Why I gotta do jumper jacks? Just do what I told you.
There's a purpose.
And all of a sudden something happens because of the jumper jacks. Here's Barry. Oh.
Like, how did you know I could do that? Because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman. And that's the funny joke about it. But then there's what I like to call everybody's vision of Batman, where it's, I'm the smartest man in the world. My dead parents. And it's everything terrible about Batman that's praised. And much like in Dark Knight, and one thing in Metal that was brought up was all of those versions of Batman are Batman that lost, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they turned their loss into something really, really horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like Batman Who Laughs in Metal. He he ended up he ended up turning into the Joker, which was one really terrible moment that had me dying, where they was like, look at all these kids, they were all taken over by Joker's toxin.
Yeah.
And some of them resorted to eating each other. Batman. That wasn't funny. I died laughing. But that version of Batman lost. He technically lost, but he ended up becoming something entirely evil about it. And because of Batman, at least the main continuities, Batman, his fucking hubris got in the way of him wanting to do everything on his own. It was what unleashed hell. Well, that same thing can be said in Batman White Knight. What happened was everything that we said that Batman does wrong, where he kind of like, yeah, sure, he stops crime, but he makes more destruction.
Yeah.
he makes more destruction than he actually helps. He's probably tearing up the ghetto. You notice that he only goes after these criminals and not that criminals. Also, he freaking paralyzes criminals who are reckless abandon. What about all the dead cops? I'm not a Blue Lives Matter person, but why is half the GCPD getting shot by these super criminals? These super criminals who would not even exist if it wasn't for you, Batman. You see, when all of that came back to bite him in the butt in the story.
Yeah.
Add to that the fact that you get two different Harley Quinns, which is a really good twist. I'm not even going to tell you how that works. I mean it. I'm not really going to give nothing away. I just want people to read this a whole lot.
Yeah.
You get that, then you get this good version of Joker, who is a good guy, who actually stands up. He has something to stand up for, and then you get to see Batman at not his lowest, but at one of his weaker moments. And you have to see Nightwing and Batgirl pretty much be there to hold the walls up. Also, not to spoil nothing, Alfred's dying. There's a lot.
Does he have the same disease that he had in Batman and Robin?
I got to be honest with you. I think it is. I have to be honest with you.
It's like Mr. Freeze pops up with the cure, like, here, Joker, here's the cure. It's like, okay.
Guess what? And that's a good thing to say. Freeze is in this, and guess what? Freeze is not a bad guy at all. The whole story, when it comes together, is an incredible story that ends the way it should end. And it doesn't end on a bang. It doesn't end up on this weird cliffhanger where Batman laughs with the Joker and you think he killed him or he didn't kill him. No, it ends the way it should. And it's like, good. Is that it? That's it. Good. So yeah, I love it, man. I can't believe it. I always said there's a good comic book story and then there's a good Batman story. By far. Already. And I'm waiting for somebody to beat it because I'm pretty sure we got some good comics coming out this year.
Yeah.
Already, that's the comic of the year. I need somebody to beat it because that thing was great.
Look.
It shocked me of how good it was, man.
Look, so I've been hyping up the whole thing with Space Wakanda, right? With Black Panther and his Wakanda Space Empire, right?
I gotta get into Black Panther because I forgot about NASA Wakanda.
So I'm trying to still figure out where on the timeline this book is, because basically the situation is there were some Wakandans that basically colonized in deep space and stuff in another part of the galaxy. They end up
in space.
So they end up colonizing and stuff, and they basically have a Wakanda empire. They got slaves basically in the vibranium mines. And it looks like T'Challa is there somehow, some way, but he doesn't remember he's T'Challa. It's weird. Again, I'm trying to figure out like where exactly, if this is an Elseworld book or if this actually takes place in like this timeline, but somehow we I guess they're gonna piece together how we got to this point. But basically,
or is it one of those stories where Marvel's like, don't worry, we ain't gonna add that in continuity.
But here's the
Ooh, I
weird
hate
part.
it when they do that.
The weird part
Ooh,
is
I hate
that, but the weird part is, so this T'Challa, he finally gets with the freedom fighters and stuff, and he dons the Black Panther, kind of like a different variation of the Black Panther mask. But they dropped the line that they were entering our galaxy and they run across the Shi'ar Empire. So I'm like, okay, does this take place in this universe? Because I'm confused here, So I'm hoping that they start elaborating more because I'm just kind of sitting back like, all right, book, I'm just want to know where this takes place, so at least I have an idea here. I like the story; it's interesting, but it's like, okay,
that they came from Wakanda.
yeah, we know where they came from, Wakanda. We know that.
Okay. Because it makes it sound like, wait a minute, if they ran to the Shi'ar Empire, wouldn't that be the other way around where the Shi'ar's running to them?
Well, it's more like they're basically trying to conquer now, essentially, because of the way their whole system is. So it looks like they're basically entering our galaxy to try to conquer shit, and they come across the Shi'ar. So I'm like, all right, let's see what you're gonna do, So
Okay. I'm still kind of confused on that.
I know
Like,
I'm
wait,
confused too because I'm just trying to figure out where this all is placed at. So like I said, I like the concept. I like this world they set up where the Wakandans aren't the nice people like we think they are and stuff. So it's like, all right, cool. They got slaves and shit, and okay, interesting. So I'm just kind of like figuring out where all this is like pieced together and stuff. So
yeah. The other story I read, I'm going to be really quick with this. I'm just going to recommend this is if you're a fan of the X-Men, if you're a fan of Rogue and or Gambit, I will actually suggest you read Rogue and Gambit, Ring of Fire. Read it.
I heard that was good.
It is amazingly cute, and it's actually done pretty well. The only downside I will say is this. It gets a little bit confusing. The only reason why I say it gets a little bit confusing is because I don't know much of there's a big gap. I will say the 2000s X-Men that I don't know shit about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So take my unknowingness out of it. I'm going to still say it's pretty good. I will say how they end up fighting clones of themselves is still one of the stupidest, most slapped together things that they could come up with. But you know what? Fine. It's really, like I said, it's cute because you know where it's going, and it actually goes there. Shout outs to Rogue giving Gambit that pussy. I'm sorry. Look, just real talk, y'all. Y'all know what's going to happen. That's not a spoiler alert. What, you think Remy won't go and tap that? You think that wasn't going to happen in this book?
Yeah. Oh,
but really good though. It's really good though, and I suggest if you love the X-Men, read it.
No, yeah. Oh, side note too, to add to that, you should definitely check out X-Men Red. If you haven't read Phoenix Resurrection, I guess you can read that to kind of get an idea of X-Men Red. But basically, it's Jean Grey and her team versus Cassandra Cain. Cassandra Nova. I mean,
I still have not read. I have the Phoenix Resurrected on my queue, and I've still not read it.
Oh yeah, and also
sitting there.
Also, Xavier is resurrected inside Phantom X. Just putting it out
there.
What? Yep.
Is that a what?
Yeah.
I swear, I don't know nothing about the X-Men no more. I mean it, man. X-Men is one of the most. I really mean that. When I got into a fight with one of my friends over this shit, because he loves the X-Men, you cannot convince me that the X-Men doesn't have some of the worst continuity in all of comic books, man. By far, the X-Men comics are so scattered that I don't know what the hell is going on half the time, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But the whole circumstances behind it was basically Xavier. Okay, so the Shadow King was basically regulating and taking control of everybody, and basically Xavier was fighting him on the astral plane. And what ends up happening is he kills the Shadow King and broke control of everybody. But I guess in order to do it, Phantom X was like, all right, well, I'll volunteer for you to mind wipe me in order for all this to happen. And basically Xavier has control of Phantom X's body.
What?
Yeah. So basically, Professor Xavier is now Phantom X, but he wants to be called X now.
X. Okay. You know what? Look, whatever, Xavier. Whatever. Whatever, bub. I don't have nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Where I'm like, I don't know this X-Men anymore. Can I get some X-Force? I would really love to be some X-Force.
I don't know the X-Men no more. I really don't, man. The next few books though, I am going to read. These are all my queue. They're finishing up Hickman's run. Hickman's little run with Agents of Shield, which I gotta.
Oh, yeah, I forgot, folks. Yeah, Dee is reading Shield, and I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read the previous ones. I know you said that they were in parts and all that.
They put it this way: Hickman's Shield, Fantastic Four, and Secret Warriors, and all that stuff. It all ties in together. That's how we got to the Secret War shit and stuff. Particularly with the Shield book, it ties in heavily to the Secret Warriors book, particularly with the whole Hydra is Shield shit and stuff.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I gotta find a base to look. I'm gonna talk to you about that.
Right. I'm just saying. The Shield book is a good guideline to what happens in Secret Warriors.
Yeah, so I gotta figure out where to go first and all that. See, I had the same problem with any book I'm trying to read, like, you know, where they going out, like what part read first. Like, good example, I was like, I know we just don't go straight into Flash War, just a prelude. Like, there's got to be something before that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, like, read Quiet Storm, read that 6-parter before you get to that one.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Not only that, I got I'm waiting for the series to finish for Batman, Wonder Woman, Brave and Bold. I'm waiting for that to finish off. I still have to read Batman and the Shadow. Still haven't read that yet. I'm like I just said, I still haven't read Phoenix Resurrection. I did want to read. Yeah, that's actually on my Q2, Space Wakanda. That's actually what I haven't written down.
It's like Space Wakanda is there
because I did it. Because all the rest of them, I had a lineup like on what issues to read next and which issues to read of them. All it says down here is Space Wakanda.
Hey, I will say this though too, and I should have added that too. The art for Black Panther #1 really good.
I'm gonna see that too. I gotta get all of that together, man. With Black Panther, because I dropped out of Coates' whole run with it, so I gotta get back into it in some type of way.
Yeah,
because you know I'm black, and I'll be damned if I.
He already pissed off, you know, these racist white dude bros on stuff with his Captain America book on Free Comic Book Day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Here's my thing, right? Here's what kills me, right? So you got these dudes that are like, well, Captain America wouldn't be Antifa, and I'm like, Captain America would be anti-fascist. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, he really would be.
What the fuck you talking about? Like, what are we doing here?
He sucker punched Hitler. He fights a guy named Red Skull. What type of anti? Why would he not? What the?
I saw that and I was like, yo, I had the gigantic confused face, like, what?
Oh God! I blame Trump for this.
I do blame Trump. It's like when I saw dude, I was like, "Are you serious? Like Captain America wouldn't be Antifa?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he would." What the fuck? What?
Really Antifa? He's anti. Whatever. I still have Snagglepuss down here, so I got to read the rest of Snagglepuss. I have Aquaman.
It's on issue 5 now, so I'm with you where I'm like 2 issues behind too. So yeah.
I'm actually I'm waiting for that whole thing to finish up. See, some of these I'm waiting for them to finish up. Like I got Domino down here. I'm waiting for Domino to finish up before I give a full rating on that. And another one I have. I already said that. I already said Brave Bold. I already said Flash War. Yeah, that's about it, man. Because because everything else I really want to get into, and I'm trying to figure out. When it comes to Marvel, it ain't that I don't want to get into it. Is that I really want to. I want to be interested in it, man. And so far, I haven't been. I'm not a fan of. You know how bad I feel of seeing that preview of that really good looking Spider-Man movie, the Miles Morales movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I want to watch it. I will, but at the same time, it's like, D, do you like Miles Morales? No, not really.
Hey, that trailer was pretty nice though. I gotta admit.
Oh yeah, so it looks really dope, man. I really like it. Even though I'm questioning, how old is Peter in this? But whatever.
Dude, he look like such a dude that's like, MJ divorced me. I'm on the edge.
Dude, the only thing there's that one is also two is it I never realized how much I really don't like Gwen Stacy's, at least Spider Gwen.
Spider Gwen.
Oh God. You know those white women who joined the Me Too movement just to feel victimized?
Yeah.
I know that's a terrible example, but that's how I feel about Gwen Stacy being a Spider-Man.
I'll tell you what though,
I do not like her, yeah. I am not a fan of Spider-Gwen at all. It's just like they made you because Disney felt pressure to make one. That's the reason. That's what it feels like to me. And I'm probably terribly wrong on that. But God, I don't like her.
And look, you know what? I'll say this too, just to end this. So
now, hold on. Hey, Chris, you want to know the flip side of it?
What?
D. If they made her in a video game, would you play as her? Fucking right, I will.
Oh man, so Weapon H. You've seen the previews for that, haven't you?
Weapon H. What is that? I should know.
So Weapon H was basically Weapon X. They basically are come back, and they took this guy who was in the military, and they did experiments on him, and they made him into a mutant killing weapon that is a combination of Hulk and Wolverine.
Oh, so a more effective Deadpool. Okay.
And now in his solo book, he's basically on some Bill Bixby, I'm on the run, but I also have to go after Weapon X thing. And I'm like, I'm just going to wait for that book to end before I read that. But it's just that.
That sounds like something I want to wait. Yeah, I will wait for that to end.
At first, I was like, I was only intrigued for shits and giggles. But then I was like, I got money to save. I'm not going to. No. Just going to. I'll wait for the trade.
I love that. And yeah, look. If I'm going to spend money on this. Oh, that's the one thing I was going to ask you because I didn't read it yet. Even though it is hilarious going through these books later because I'm going through these books in November and December on into this year when it comes to some of these DC books, and I got to see Bendis is coming. I have not read the Action Comics 100 yet. And if I know, Chris, I felt like, wow, D, that should have been the one you read. I know, right? But I did. Yeah, I know, but I did it. Well, actually, not 100, 1,000, right? That was 1,000. But still, I know Bendis is in it. It's a big ass book. I actually think I want to buy that. I think that's really what I want to do.
Yeah.
I think I want to have a physical copy of that.
Shit,
actually.
Why the fuck did I not mention this? The fucking Terrifics. That's a great book.
Really?
Yeah. It's basically DC. Hey, look, it's what I said before. It's DC's Fantastic Four. Solving problems.
Oh God, I don't want to read it. Man.
Solving problems and getting into quirky shit.
Who asked for that?
I want to say starting out that this was DC's way of throwing shade at Marvel for not using the Fantastic Four, even though now they've been using Ben and Johnny in those Marvel 2-in-1s.
Look, here's the. Let me make a. If I have any. Actually, I'm done. I only have one more thing to say, and it's, how much I went into about Spider-Gwen? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the flip side of that, because I'm an equal opportunity. I don't give a fuck about you. Damian Wayne can kiss my ass.
I'm a Damian Wayne person, but I understand. I understand.
Who at DC has his heart on? I know he's like 12, but still, I'm just saying. Who has this idea like, hey, we got to get Damian in here. That's what's going to get in here. I'm gonna let you know this right now. No kid likes Damian Wayne. Kids do not like Damian Wayne. You know who likes Damian Wayne? 14-year-olds that are spoiled like Damian Wayne. Nobody really likes that kid. He is obnoxious. He's a know-it-all. Yo, look. I'm fine with him being Scrappy Doo, but Scrappy Doo at least got punched in the face every now and then. This kid doesn't get hit enough for me to like him. Okay? Every other story. My dad said to do this. My dad said to do this. My dad's the knight. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's why I like the first issue of him and Superboy's adventures from like earlier issues where Superboy is talking to Clark. He's like, well, Bruce lets Damian go out late at night, and he's like, Bruce gets his head kicked in every night. Do you really want to use that as an example?
That's fucked up. Clark, see, first off, Clark, that's fucked up. Second of all, that is absolutely correct. Yeah, I don't know if you want to.
He is right. It's like, yo, Bruce gets his head kicked in every day. I'm pretty sure he has multiple concussions. You're going to really trust his judgment with what Damian can do?
Here's the funny thing about when it comes to Robin. The one thing I noticed, at least kids, all the kids I know that know comics like that, I don't know no kids that like Damian Wayne. All the little kids that my sons hang around, that they all know about.
They like Dick or they like what's his face?
They like Dick or Tim. That's it, Dick or Tim. Actually, some of the kids, one of the kids really like, they really love Red Hood, but they don't fuck with Damian Wayne. I'll let you know who that Wayne is. Like one kid, like, yeah, I read the books. You like him? Like, nah, I don't like him. I like Superman, like Superboy. Like he likes the kid, but he doesn't like him. He doesn't.
It's like funny how that works.
Speaking of which, the only action I did read the Action Comics. I did read the Action Comics before the 1000th one.
Okay,
and that's when Clark was out and Lois was entertaining her father, and his father is like one of the generals that don't like Superman and all this. I will say this: it was corny, but it was actually well written. It was like one of those weird things, like, well, Superman's this, but he's a menace, and yada 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 yada. See, it's the funny thing. That's the one thing I do hate about comics, is that I think comics will, especially American comics, they're going to start they're really starting to repeat themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it could be because we were just alive long enough to see this shit, Chris. But a lot of them repeat the same themes over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But then again, comics only write what's going on in the real world and twist it around to fit their world.
Yeah.
So that makes me say this: has the world really changed?
Yeah.
There you go. That's D's deep live for the night. I'm done.
Now, side note, folks, before we go,
real quick. Have you read that new Power Rangers book? Because I just saw Jason David Frank with a mustache, with a rogue beard.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Nothing to do with that.
Shout outs to Prime for this, because me and Prime made a joke about that shit, right? Prime was like, oh man, we're gonna get fucking, what are they gonna do next? You're gonna give us old man Logan Tommy 1 month later. And he's like, I hate fucking being right. I'm like, yeah, it's an awesome power, ain't it?
Dude, he put that up on Twitter.
You know what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna get fucking Hillbilly fucking Godar and his fucking bunch.
Yo, I told that. Look, just like he put that up on Twitter. I said that's absolutely what you fucking get, Prime. Because I was on the show when you made that joke, dude. That's exactly what you get.
I saw that. I was like, so we're getting old man Logan Tommy, huh? All right.
So did that come out yet, or is that as an up and coming issue, or did it already
I think
come
this
out?
is a side book. It ain't like canon with
Okay.
shattered dimension and stuff. So yeah.
Oh,
but so the Luke Cage embargo is up this Friday. I might get together with Sam and do like a little review of the season and stuff. Not no spoilers, but just kind of like just an overview of the show and stuff. Yeah, so so be on the lookout for that, people, for that little nugget and stuff, and because I believe next Friday actually is when Luke Cage season 2 comes out. So yeah,
All right, cool, man.
yeah. So at any rate,
Um,
it feels good to be finally on track reading comics now. Like I said, life and video games kind of got in the way of like, what am I weekly reading now? And it's like Power Rangers was really the only thing I was reading and stuff. And then now, since I'm like caught up on things and stuff, it's like, all right, now I finally got something happening.
Yeah, and I think the same thing goes with me. I'm glad I'm starting reading. The one thing I think the other thing we got, we got to make sure we get Prime for that one. We have to talk about this season in the Arrowverse because it was actually not a bad season.
Real quick overview though, I will say this: Legends was the MVP. Legends and Black Lightning were the MVP of the season.
Yes, they were. I think
Bebo.
Bebo period was the MVP. I will say that I didn't see Supergirl, and I don't think I will ever see
I'm catching up on
enough.
Supergirl. I think the problem was Supergirl was the
I think Supergirl actually, was the sacrificial lamb this season of this.
It was a sacrificial lamb of what's gonna get sacrificed that I'm gonna have to play catch up with. And I was like, well, Supergirl, you're gonna be the one.
Oh, Arrow was good, but Arrow pissed you off because, somebody fucking killed Diaz.
Yo, Diaz, I was like, yo, kill this motherfucker. God damn it, who's this Ikaru protecting him now? God damn it, come on, man.
Flash did a very smart move and ended smart. So it was like,
their season, Flash's season was the breaks the breaks that they had fucked up the pacing of the season.
It did. That's the only thing I will say. It fucked up the pacing, but at the same time, I would say I think for Flash, it started off slow, but it started off slow for a good reason because you had to come back from what you ended last season off of, and then you give us a non-speedster as a villain. So it's like, okay, what are you doing? And by the time you got to,
and then you gave us. Then you gave us not Plastic Man and Elongated Man, so
Yeah, and by the time you got to episode 5, it's like, okay, where we going?
yeah, we're on the journey now. Okay, this is.
So yeah, CW. Arrowverse was pretty solid this year, so we're going to definitely have a show.
I'll say this about Supergirl from what I've seen from previews and what I'm catching up so far. Legions of Superheroes, dope. I will say this though. I'm liking Krypton.
Oh my god, I forgot about Krypton.
Yeah, I'm liking Krypton. Here's my thing with Krypton though. I was sketchy on it because I'm like, man, who wants to watch a show on fucking about Krypton 3 episodes in? Okay, this is not bad so far. This is not bad. This is not bad. And I think it's because they got Adam Strange there. As like the person that's like the man out of time trying to like prevent shit from happening and keeping the history going. That's what makes it work. Because at first I was like, so we gotta get into fucking bullshit, politics, whatever. And then I'm like, oh shit, we got fucking Brainiac? Oh shit. Okay, I'm in. Shit.
See, that's the funny thing. I say that about DC. DC has way too many good stories that they have in a back burner that they can put on television. And the same thing goes with Marvel too. I think there's a lot of shit you can really chew on and really make it. I think the problem is that at least both of them have that same problem where they want to go for their heavy hitter just to make sure that they sell. You know what I mean?
Just like the Metropolis show that they're putting out. I'm like, do I really need to sell it? Like,
see, we're grunting, and it might be a good show.
No. I'm grunting because I seen Gotham and where that fucking story went. Thank God it's on its last season. Thank fucking God.
There's you, and then there's the whole host of people like, yo, Gotham's good. And this,
because it was like, okay, so you're giving us mini Batman now, and now you're saying we're getting Batman Year Zero now in this season. I'm like, come on, man, like.
Look, man, I have nothing to do with it because I have no dog in the fight.
I've been liking Legion. Ironic, right?
And see, you need to see. That's what I'm talking about. And I meant that. Seeing how good Legion was, and seeing how good.
And that threw me off because I was expecting the worst from Legion. I'm like, they actually made the Shadow King and Professor Xavier's bastard child. They made a good show out of this. Okay, I'm in.
I think you can, like I said, there's too many good stories, and like I said, I think because both companies want to go for the home run, they're not willing to risk that, and I think that Legends kind of just fell in their lap. I don't
Rough
think
first season, but I feel that the second season they were just like, fuck it, let's just go for broke.
Second season worked, and this third season was so much fun.
Look, they cut loose. They did a lot of crazy shit. We got Kid Flash in there for the last part of the season. It was dope. It was all around good.
Turn on the Mac. I'm done talking. Anyway,
bro, turn the Mac. Enough said.
Enough said. Anyway, yeah, man.
But anyways, that's it, folks. So yeah, we'll be back for more comic talk and other shenanigans. So yeah,
hopefully let's try to get that done before we go to San Diego. So
yeah, definitely. So, anyways, folks, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.